Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. We are talking fish food today. Fish food. So there's a lot of debate on YouTube and fish forums about should you give your fish a variety of food, yay or nay? Which side of the fence are you on? Are you a yayer or are you a nayer? So we're gonna talk fish food today. When I first set up my tank, which you see back here, it came with a fish flake. It was a Tetra branded fish flake. I tried it for a week or two just to get me started until I can get all the other things that I needed to get from my aquarium. And when I went into the fish store, there was like so much stuff, and this is when I was first kind of like getting into everything, and I was just like, wow, there's so many things. What should you give your fish? What shouldn't you give your fish? And which is also a Tetra product. It's called Tetra Min Tropical Granules, which I don't recommend for your fish. It's for freshwater tropical fish, so you wouldn't want to use this for saltwater if you're a saltwater fish keeper. But I mean, it works. It feeds them. They're fine. But, I mean, in the long run, for trying to have a staple product, I don't think this is a very good idea just because of all the fillers in here. And we'll get into that quickly in a second. So, I felt like now, it really all depends on what type of fish you have. And I have live bearers, specifically platies, most of you know. And they're omnivores, so they're carnivore and herbivore, so they eat meat and then they eat vegetable. I mean, you could give them, you want to give them a staple, any fish you have, you want to give them a staple food. So whether you have a flake, if you have a granule, or if you have a pellet, you want something stapled for them. And in that staple food, you want something that is wholesome. You want something that has good ingredients. So you want to focus on at the beginning of the list of ingredients as to opposed to the end of the ingredients, and kind of see stuff that you can name, mostly stuff that's real, that sounds normal for your fish to have. That's what you want them to eat. So I have a few things I want to share with you guys on some fish foods that I use. Also, fish food, live food is probably the best food that they can have. Like in the wild, that's what they're eating. They're eating the plants, the vegetation that's around in the streams and oceans and wherever they live. They're getting the nutrients that they need. So you putting them in a box or a bowl, which I hope you weren't putting your fish in a bowl. Like seriously, I hope you're not putting your fish in a bowl. But no, seriously, don't put your fish in bowls. Okay. So you're gonna want to feed them something close to what they have in the wild. And live food is the best, but live food is hard to get your hands on. And a lot of time you have to be careful of the parasites and bad bacteria that could be in it that could make your fish sick. So you have to be very careful with that. I have here that I found are really, really good, or are great for me, like the staple foods that I use here. So I don't use the granules anymore, and just because of the fillers in it, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. But I have here some tropical greens from API, and this is just a little information. You can pause it if you want to take a look at it. The ingredients are pretty good. A lot of them are going to have fish meal in them. This one, you know, there's whole wheat, there's pea protein, beet pulp, you know, fish oils. I wish the garlic powder was at the beginning of the list. Garlic powder is really, or garlic in general, is antibacterial, I believe. It's also antibiotic, if I'm for sure. And it's really good for fish to, you know, like it's anti-parasitic and things like that. So if you have a fish food that has a higher concentration of any type of garlic, that's really good. But I mean, at least there's garlic in it, but it's at the bottom of the list, so there's not a high content of garlic in this particular product. But It's good for algae eating fish. Just so the basic staple vegetable is what's here, is what I give my fish. My fish will eat anything. I'm so lucky that I have fish that'll eat anything, and they'll eat a rock if I give it to them. They try to eat it. Like, these fish are greedy. Even after I feed them, they're still like wandering around like, can I get some more food? They're greedy, so they're gonna eat just about anything. This one I liked. What caught my eye is that it was they're supposed to be readily to accept the food, so they produce less ammonia. So I figured that this would keep my water cleaner and clearer. Yeah, that's another thing about that Tetramin product that I had a problem with. I had a lot of problem with ammonia because of that product. This was also something that I just purchased. It's the NFS, I can't talk today. New Life Spectrum, and it's a higher quality food. I don't know if you can really see the ingredients that close up there, but it has easy to digest whole Antarctic krill, which is supposed to be really good, and it does have garlic at the beginning of the ingredients, which I'm really happy to see. And it has a lot of vitamins and minerals, fruits and vegetables bases in here, so I kind of go back and forth between these two during the week for them. This is more of a lower quality based food, you could say, and this is more of the higher quality. They do have these for marine fish if you have salt water, and they also have them for medium-sized fish. They also have one for color enhancing, like really color enhancing. So this is more of a higher priced food as well, but if you want your fish to be as healthy as possible, this might be something you should look into. Like, research it. It's a better quality food, and I do believe they have this for betas as well, like something for betas. So look that up if you have betas. Something I can get close to live is frozen, and these are frozen bloodworms, which are good for tetras, guppies, gouramis, cichlids, aquatic amphibians, all those types of things. This is kind of what I'm reading on the back there. And these are frozen bloodworms, as you can see, and this is the brand that I like, and my fish love them, and I give it to them once a week. I do hear that you shouldn't give too much frozen foods or live foods or freeze dried or whatever, because I think it makes them constipated, so you want to kind of spread out when you give it to them. But live food is the best, like I said. But if you can't get your hands on live food, frozen is really, really good to try. So here's something that you can give your fish as well. And I've had this for a while. It lasts a long time. Each of the little cubes has a lot to give if you have a lot of fish. I don't really have very many fish, but they seem to really, really enjoy this. And I think that their colors are more enhanced with this food as well, just like the ones I wanted to show you guys. And these are really good. Brine shrimp is really good, more like a treat. They're both from Hikari, which is a nice brand that I recommend. And this one is Daphnia, and it's supposed to be, it promotes extraordinary health and color, and it adds vitamins and minerals. And you can use this one as a delivery agent for when you're medicating and after medicating, because it's an intestinal cleaner. So that's what it's going to look like. A lot of people do live Daphnia, and they're free of parasites and bacteria, harmful parasites again. And I noticed that with the Tetramin, not only did I have ammonia problems, I had higher fish waste content. They were losing their color, and I know they have a Tetramin, Tetra Color is what it's called, and it's supposed to be color enhancing. I'm just like, I don't think that it's a good food. It's not as good. These are wholesome ingredients. Like in here, there's just brine shrimp, vitamin E, just all vitamin supplements. There's nothing. That's all that's in here. And this is the same with the Daphnia. It's wholesome ingredients. I also want your first bites. This is debatable as well. For some people, they say it works. For others, it says it doesn't. I think that my fry love it, and my fry are almost 3 weeks old, and their color is so vibrant. They're a lot bigger than they were when they were first born. I don't have any problems with any diseases thus far. There are no visible deformities either, and it's supposed to be rapid growth and it's superior nutritional balanced. So, I mean, I recommend this very, very fine powder, but what you could do if you have fry is to grind up your staple fish food in a really, really fine powder, and you can give that to them as well. What you can also do, fish tip of the day, is to soak whatever food you give them in garlic and soak it and then give it to them, and you would be enhancing and boosting their immune system. They also have products on the market, sprays or gels or things that you can use to enhance your fish foods. Also, you can use them if your fish are finicky eaters and they don't like to eat certain things. You buy certain things that are kind of semi-expensive because you think that it's going to be healthier for your fish, and then they don't like it. You can use those things because it enhances the flavors of food that they might not like so much. The Hikari brand is very, very good. So if you find a food from them, you're guaranteed to love it. Your fish will love it. Love it, love it, love it. So let's talk about fillers really quickly. Fillers are those things that you just don't want to eat in your diet, just like all the chemicals and stuff they put in our food. They put those things in pet food as well, and this one is just one that I just don't recommend. Don't get me wrong, I love some Tetra products, but they kind of dropped the ball on this one. I mean, listen to the ingredients in here. I'm going to show you up close the sides of it if you want to pause and kind of take a look at it yourself, but I'm just going to read you some of the things that are in here. Okay, so there's so many different types of meal, it's ridiculous. Like, okay, if you have fish meal, I'm pretty sure the fish meal is a bunch of different fish and some other things put together. Might want to do a little bit more research on that. But fish meal, whole soybean meal, there's corn gluten, potato protein, dried yeast, shrimp meal, wheat flour, brown rice. I mean, it's just endless. Potato. I was just like, what is, I was just like, what is all of this? Where's the fish? Where's the ingredients in here that are good for them? Honestly, I don't even see garlic on here either. Like, it's just not, like I said, you could do it. It's not gonna kill them. If you're on a budget, I understand. But, you know, if you can afford a little bit better quality food and you want something granule or pellet like, I would suggest this one definitely over this one. Yeah, I just thought I figured I'd share a couple of different foods with you, get your mind going in the direction of giving your fish a variety of food, trying different things. I know it can be costly sometimes, but in the long run, your fish are gonna live longer, they're gonna be healthier, they're gonna have more vibrant colors for you, there's gonna be more action in your tank than you can handle, than your eyes can handle. So you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. So that's really all I have for you guys today. I do have some new projects coming up, so something very, very special I want to share with you guys, definitely, which is fish related. I also have some non-fish related things coming up as well too. So hope you guys stay tuned for those things, and like, comment, share, subscribe if you have any questions for me, if you have any suggestions, if you have any concerns, anything you want to share, please leave them down in the comment section down below. I read every comment and I do reply to everyone. So that is pretty much it for today, you guys. Thank you so much, so much, so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you made it all the way through this video, thumbs up to you. You are awesome, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.